Hello everyone and welcome to this lecture on Amazon CloudFront functions versus Lambda at Edge. So this comparison is heavily tested across all AWS certifications. Understanding the differences determines correct answers for edge computing scenarios. So complete comparison table. First one, runtime. CloudFront functions support JavaScript only, that is ES 5.1 compliant. ES is ECMAScript and Lambda at Edge supports Node.js and Python. Execution location. CloudFront functions run at 600 plus edge locations globally. Lambda at Edge runs at 13 regional edge caches. Triggers supported. CloudFront functions support two triggers, viewer request and viewer response. Lambda at Edge supports all four triggers. Maximum memory. CloudFront functions are limited to 2 MB. Lambda at Edge supports 128 MB for viewer triggers and 10,240 MB for origin triggers. Maximum timeout. CloudFront functions must finish in less than 1 millisecond. Lambda at Edge allows up to 5 seconds for viewer triggers and 30 seconds for origin triggers. Maximum packet size. CloudFront functions are limited to 10 KB. Lambda at Edge allows 1 MB for viewer triggers and 50 MB for origin triggers. Network access. CloudFront functions have no network access to the internet. Lambda at Edge has full network access. File system access. CloudFront functions have no file system access. Lambda at Edge allows access to the file system. Request body access. CloudFront functions have no access to the request body. Lambda at Edge allows access up to 40 KB for viewer and 1 MB for origin triggers. AWS SDK access. CloudFront functions do not support AWS SDK. And Lambda at Edge fully supports AWS SDK. Cold starts. CloudFront functions have no cold starts. Lambda at Edge experiences cold starts. Price per million request. CloudFront functions cost 10 cents per million request and Lambda at Edge cost 60 cents, which is 6 times more expensive. Duration charges. CloudFront functions have no duration charges. Lambda at Edge charges, so this is the amount per GB second. And free tier. So CloudFront functions offer 2 million invocations per month. Lambda at Edge follows the standard Lambda free tier. And scale. CloudFront functions can handle 10 million plus requests per second. Lambda at Edge is limited to 10,000 requests per second per region. Deployment region. CloudFront functions can be deployed from any region via CloudFront. Lambda at Edge functions must be deployed from US East 1 only. So some trigger points. So this diagram shows 4 trigger points in the request flow. So we'll go one by one. So this is how it operates. So you are the user. So this is the request. This is called as viewer request. This can trigger CloudFront functions as well as Lambda at Edge. So it will come here. So this can trigger, this is the edge location. So here it can trigger both of it. Then it will come to CloudFront if it's a cache. If the cache hit means the item is found. So it's a cache hit, right? So it will get a viewer response. And at this two, you can run either of it, CloudFront functions and Lambda at Edge. Here also CloudFront functions as well as Lambda at Edge. So this is 1 and 2. In case there is a miss, so this is the third point. This is origin request trigger, Lambda at Edge. So this will be run at the edge only, but this will be on the way when there is a miss, on the way when it goes to the origin. It could be S3, EC2, API or load balancer, right? And during the origin response, so this is origin request. So this is going here to the origin and this is the origin response. So once it's coming on the way, origin response, at these two instance, you can have Lambda at Edge only. So this is at the origin side. So request response only at the origin side. CloudFront functions only at the viewer request and viewer response. Lambda at Edge at all the 4 locations. So first, viewer request. So this trigger fires immediately after the user sends a request. Before checking the cache, both functions as well as Lambda at Edge support this trigger. Then viewer response, this trigger fires just before sending the response back to the user. Both functions add and Lambda at edge supports this trigger. Then origin request, this trigger fires only on a cache miss before the request is sent to the backend origin. Only Lambda at edge supports this trigger. And origin response, this trigger fires after the origin returns a response before it is cached. So again, only Lambda at edge supports this trigger, and CloudFront do not support this. And Lambda at edge, there is some additional restrictions. So first one, no VPC access. So you cannot access private resources inside a VPC. No environment variables. So you must hardcode values or use an external store. So this is unlike Lambda, the regular Lambda functions. This is at the edge only. So no Lambda layers. So all code must be included in the deployment package. No reserved / provision concurrency. So you cannot reserve capacity. And it does not support ARM64 architecture. So you can only use x86 architecture. There is no X-ray tracing. So you cannot use this X-ray tracing for debugging. And functions must be deployed from US East 1. Even if your distribution is global, the function lives only in US East 1, that is North Virginia region. So use case decision framework. So I'll just go cover one by one. So here, for example, edge compute decision. So I'll just take the first item. For example, if you want URL rewrites and redirects, so use CloudFront functions. This is a simple string manipulation that requires no network access and runs in less than 1 millisecond. So this is the one. So if it is if you want rewrites and redirects, then only this one, because there is only string manipulation required. Next is the header manipulation. So use CloudFront functions. Adding or removing headers is fast, cheap, and has no external dependency. So for this, you will use CloudFront functions. Then if you want cache key normalization, so use CloudFront functions. This transforms the request attributes before the cache lookup happens to improve cache hit ratio. If you need simple JSON Web Token validation, so use CloudFront functions. You can decode and verify the token signature locally without calling an external identity provider. Then if you need A/B testing with cookies, use CloudFront functions. You can inspect cookies and rewrite the URL to a different versions of your site very quickly. Next part is the Lambda at edge. So this is more towards here. So I have covered all the cases where CloudFront functions would be useful or is a better option. Next, you have the complex authentication, that is OAuth. So use Lambda at edge. This requires network calls to an external identity provider, which CloudFront functions cannot do. So if you need any auth, you will go to the Lambda at edge, which is from here, right? And if you need image resizing and manipulation, use Lambda at edge. This requires significant compute power and memory libraries, which exceed the limits of CloudFront functions. And if you have any database lookups, so use Lambda at edge. So you need network access to connect to the database. So CloudFront functions are not an option. So for this, if you have API database, so this I covered. And this is the viewer origin request response trigger. So this is this and database lookup. Next, if you have any dynamic origin selection, use Lambda at edge. You can only change the origin during the origin request trigger, which is only supported by Lambda at edge. If you need any server-side rendering, so use Lambda at edge. Rendering full HTML pages requires significant compute time and memory. So if you need more execution or more memory, you will have to use Lambda at edge. And that's all. Thanks for watching.